Hi, friends. Sorry, some technical difficulties there. I had to restart OBS, and actually seems like it's still having some trouble here. So one sec. Let me make sure. Or not make sure. Try to troubleshoot for a sec what's going on. Sometimes, you know, it's just OBS being difficult. Oh dear. One sec, I want to make sure I have like a backup of all my settings before I screw with something. Potentially mess things up, but in the meantime, hey, how are you? How you doing? How are you doing? It seems like it's maybe behaving itself. Not really sure why. Technology sometimes. The magic of technology. So we're gonna be playing more Spellbreak today. Surprise, I know. We rarely ever play Spellbreak. There's not a lot of like news or anything going on with Spellbreak. The only thing there is a, let me scroll and find it. I haven't gotten this yet, so I need to go do it too. Let me pull up. Man, my computer is just like sluggish for no reason that I can really tell. No particular reason anyways. Just, you know, everything not really working. I have no idea what's happening. My browser did update like right before I started the stream, so maybe it's an issue with the browser update. Not sure. Thanks for your patience, though, while we get things going here. We'll figure it out. Whatever's going on, we'll figure it out. All I'm trying to do is show off this free Prime skin. Okay, ready for it. So if you or someone in your family, household, whatnot, have an Amazon Prime account, you can go to this link, gaming.amazon.com/loot/spellbreak, and claim. It is going to give you, I'm not going to do it here because you'll see here, it gives you a code. So that code has to go into the Epic Game Store. So if you're on console, you can still get this. You need to have an Epic Game Store account. You can enter this code that'll give you, this one's already used, so don't try to get the Pulsar outfit, it's too late. But the Styling Sentry, I love the, it's really cool purple. There are a couple other skins that they have that are this similar design, but just different color scheme and pattern on the armor and whatnot. And obviously no purple streak in the hair. But you can put in the code on the Epic Game Store website, and then You can use the NVIDIA GeForce Now streaming service. It's like a cloud game streaming service. There's a free tier. You can use that to log into Spellbreak on the Epic Game Store version. You just have to do it once after you put in the code. And this works for any of the specialty outfit things that require a code, FYI. And then you can, once you log in once, it'll show up, since the game is cross-platform, cross-progression, whatnot, it'll show up on your console account too after you log in on the Epic Game Store version, just one time after putting in the code in the Epic Game Store. Yeah. So definitely go grab that. I think they're doing one every month of this chapter. So this one is the one for June, releasing a little bit early maybe. And there should be, I think, one more in another month. So yeah, free outfits, fun. Not much else going on with Spellbreak at large right now to like discuss or talk about, other than that game is a little sleepy. I think there's actually a lot of new players, but in terms of more veteran players, I think a lot of folks, one, went really gung-ho, played hard and fast at the beginning of the chapter, and now we're kind of at towards the end of the chapter. We're really only just past the halfway point, but a lot of more veteran folks are kind of slowing down with the game a little bit. Some notable competitive players have decided to like leave the game for now. Yeah, that's drama. It happens. A lot of those people have been playing since alpha and beta too, so they're like 2 years into a game. If they're competitive players, they're playing that game, you know, some of them 8 hours a day, every day for quite a while. When they were like, there was a lot of tournaments and stuff going on. The Element, which is the community-run competitive group, has kind of been on a hiatus. They did I don't think they streamed it, but they did do a tournament, I believe, last weekend, and I think they're doing another one coming up soon. So they're getting back in the swing of things. I think that'll help more with the competitive side of things too, because Element has kind of been on a weird break. They were supposed to do an event like the day before chapter 2 launched, and that got canceled at the last minute, and kind of nothing much has really happened with them since then. And the game has been kind of in a like, chapter 2 is like a transitional. We're just getting started, I feel like, and like the life of the game overall, but definitely chapter 2 ramped things up. They put a lot of new game mode, new ranked mode, and you know, obviously they've tweaked and changed that stuff already, and are going to be tweaking and changing it more as time goes forward. But yeah, people play games, people go grind a game for a long time, get sick of it, move on to other games. There's some other drama in the Spellbreak community that I'm not really going to get into here, but you know, be kind to people, be respectful of people. And that's all I'm going to say. And that's in every interaction, public or private. So let's get into some games, since there's not much else to chat about. I did play a warm-up game of Unranked before we started, since I didn't do that either one or both days last week, and kind of was a little rough getting back into the game. My way of not burning out on Spellbreak, since I've played, I think I'm over 1,000 hours now. I won't look. But you know, played a lot. Is I'm kind of only really playing it on stream. the couple days a week that I stream it and kind of taking a break from it other than that. But I played hundreds of hours of just chapter 2 at the first like month of it. So I did when I played that, warm-up game before I started the stream, the story quest, which we didn't start last Thursday's stream, the like introduction to it did start. It sounds like we're going to be infiltrating and like more actively working against our own Vowbreaker order here, working with the enemy. But we're kind of a double agent. I think in the long run we're going to be doing the right thing, but we're just playing along with what Ferric wants here. To make him think we're on his side. But I guess we'll see. So we need to destroy 10 Vowbreaker tents near Fort Halcyon. Breakers thwart our every effort with their deranged tactics. I can't talk. If we're to face such an enemy, we must first understand them. Okay. There have been some really great things in the shop. A lot of new outfits in the shop. This one looks like very like JRPG or like Japanese RPG, fantasy inspired. Obviously it's a cleric, so some like old school fantasy Dungeons and Dragons stuff going on. I really like this staff thing. There have been some really cool ones. It's kind of a shame that they're just all back blings and don't actually do anything in the game, or like your character doesn't hold them. I think that'd be really cool, but it's okay. And the rest of these have been in the store, but like this Black Knight hasn't been in the store for a while and it's pretty cool. I still think this effect that they've got going on here isn't anywhere in the game, and they have said before that one of the possibilities of a future gauntleting class that could be added to the game would be darkness. So, there's already effect here. What else? Not much. I mean, like, honestly, I have off stream not been playing. So I'm still exactly where we were at the end of Thursday's stream. And that's fine. I've kind of just been, I've still been just playing a lot of Warframe, which is a free-to-play game. It's fresh. It is on a bunch of different platforms, but the game is not cross-platform or cross-play at all. It's cross-platform, I guess, but not cross-play or cross-progression. So unfortunately, every platform, so like PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, they all have their own, like you can't play with people on different platforms than you can't, there's a big trading component of that game. Oops, I don't want to play unranked. Actually, I want to do ranked. The unranked game that I played was it was okay. It was a good warm-up. That's what I'll say. There were some not new players. They were like a couple of them were newer. People around like level 20 mage rank and stuff like that. A couple of 30s. But it was only a 3v3 on Banehelm, which is the bane of Dominion gameplay to me, is a 3v3 on Banehelm, because it's such a big map. And 3v3s also just make things seem... they don't seem well balanced. It's easier when there is at least 4 people, I think, in Dominion to kind of like balance out uneven teams and stuff. But yeah, off stream, just been playing kind of just a bunch of Warframe. My poor doggy, so Bear, I'll pull up his picture here. since we're talking about him while we're just queuing. Here's the little guy. So last week on Wednesday, he had to go have dental cleaning done. And the last time that so he's a rescue. We were fostering him for a few months and then adopted him like at the end of last summer, like the end of August. So when we took him to the vet, when we were fostering him, they checked his teeth and said everything was fine with them. And I think he actually with the rescue group, had a vet appointment before we took him, and they also said his teeth were fine. But when we took him to the vet like a couple weeks ago, just for a checkup and to get like all of his vaccines and stuff, he needed dental cleaning done anyways, and they said that he's probably gonna need a couple teeth taken out because they look like they were bad. And then when they actually went to go do that last Wednesday, the situation was worse than what they thought. They had to take out way more teeth, and he had like an abscess in his mouth, so poor little thing. And then on top of that, he got like bronchitis, doggy bronchitis basically. So he's coughing. Had to take him back to the vet again yesterday, get some cough medicine and get some more. He was on antibiotics after the surgery anyways, but he's gonna be on more antibiotics for longer now. So, but we're taking really good care of him. But if you hear him coughing in the background, he's just sleeping. He's a little sweetie. But if you hear him coughing, you'll know what's happening with him. But they said cough should go away, hopefully in the next week or two. But it's only really when he's getting excited, which he gets excited a lot. He's an excitable little guy. But taking good care of him. Hopefully he'll be better soon. They gave him some cough medicine. It didn't really seem to help. They also said, and then we also read, you can give dogs like honey to help with the cough. So we tried that as well. Didn't seem to help too much, but I don't know. Maybe he's just kind of at the worst coffee part of whatever thing that he got. I mean, it's like kennel cough. It's like a cold basically, but for dogs. But anyways, it's a good little update on Bear. But he's just sleeping. He's getting lots of rest, so that's good. Hopefully he'll be feeling better. It's kind of weird because so he was coughing like I think last Thursday's stream just a little bit, and then it seemed like it was getting better, and then it started getting worse again on like Sunday evening. So then took him into the vet yesterday. Man, this queue time though. Maybe we're gonna be doing Battle Royale only today. I don't know. We'll have to see. Ooh, that sword backbling looks really cool. Oh, he's in here. Is he streaming? It's late for him to be streaming, or is he just playing for fun? Oh, he's on our team too.
The battle begins. Don't disappoint.
OP is a streamer and content creator for Spellbreak, and he's been playing some Apex and some other games and stuff lately too, over on Twitch. He does have a YouTube too. Just a little bit of content warning though, he does use some adult language and humor, so if you're one of the younger members of our audience, maybe wait till you're a little older to check out OP's content.
Moon Zone has been captured by the enemy. The Star Zone is yours.
Got a very friendly team here, lots of waves. Lots of emotes. Always nice to see.
The advantage is yours. For now. The Sun
You
Zone
know they
is
took
yours.
our home point. Well, I'm gonna take theirs, so.
2 zones at enemy levels.
Or that's the plan, anyways. If I don't farm and do all this in the beginning, I forget. So I'm doing at least a bit of it, reading some scrolls in the beginning.
You have the advantage. Only one objective left. Get to it.
See if we can triple cap here. Whoa. Spellguard is like magnetized on me here. Looks like this other team is like hard protecting Star though. So I don't know, I might want to try to recall before we go after it. Let's see what my team is doing.
Hey, what's yours?
Oh, they're capping. Or triple capping.
Star Zone captured.
Well, I'm gonna recall then. And we'll recall towards mid since it looks like they're going for Star.
Sun Zone captured by the enemy team. Have a boon in mind.
And they capped it. We're ahead. It's a real narrow lead though, so
2 objectives in enemy
I
hands.
definitely wanna try to get this back and hold. Man, they are
Star Zone has been captured.
running
by
us
the enemy.
though.
Sun
I guess
Zone
I'll
is
stay
yours.
here. It looks like they're just like running back and forth between points, so I think I'll stay here
2 zones.
and defend this. Hide up here, make them think it's just theirs for the taking, when in reality, 'tis not. I see, it's always a question of like, do you go for the triple tap? It's the, I'm so low here, I'm gonna die.
Your enemy captured the Star Zone. Another objective. Well done.
They just zap themselves.
So
I mean, I give it my life, but that was a pretty good dragon fire on that person. I didn't quite take them out, but you know, close. Something fun to think about and chat about today, I thought, would be like, what is next for Spellbreak? Like, what would be coming in chapter 3? I think what's probably pretty likely is, you know, when they built out Dominion, they said that they built it so they could make multiple game modes. There was a little hint from Gordon, who is the community lead or community manager. I forget what his exact title is, but in charge of like community and marketing basically for the game. And he gave a hint when he did a stream about an arena mode coming to the game. Basically, someone in chat was saying they wanted an arena mode, and his response was something like, "We're working on something that you're going to be very happy about," or something coy like that. He didn't actually say the words like, "We're working on an arena mode," but if you read the chat message and listened to what his response was, that's kind of what was implied. If you're, you know, paying attention, reading between the lines. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So I think that would be cool. I don't know. I feel like they might have to do like a rotating playlist. I think we talked about this the other day on stream. You know, similar to what Overwatch does, or what like Splatoon does with their game modes. I have 0 exiles here, but you know, I am doing valuable work. I'm just not killing people. Ouch. But it would be nice to get at least 1 exile. Man stone. Hey, getting farmed kind of here. Just armor up. We are maintaining our lead. I think we do need to try to take back one of these 2 points though. So I will go ahead and do that so we can hopefully not have them shoot. That was a waste of a dash. Oh, I'm stuck on the tree. It's weird. I thought you could just move right through the trees. They went in this. I don't know that I saw them. I really want to get that exile. They need an exile. Just one. Alas, my teammate took it and with all the scrolls. Ouch. This is gonna be a low damage game probably too.
2 zones in enemy hands.
Yeah. Gosh. This team is not doing a good job though, because they have they're doing a good job of making us hustle back and forth between points, but other than that, I really want to. I need grounds.
Get to it.
Like, and they're doing a good job of repeatedly killing me. But man, 0 kill game. That's it. Always happens when I
Savor this moment, for it shall not last.
when I play with other streamers. It's okay. Crawl our way up to to Platinum 8. We're just gonna requeue right as soon as we can, just so we hopefully get in a game relatively quickly. Hey there, nothing. How you doing? Glad you could make it, even if it's just to say hi. I'm doing all right, playing some ranked Dominion. Well, we got that into that game much faster, but it's a 3v3. This is the same person. You're again not on our team. Who is on our team? I don't know. Only one person is showing up so far. Well, there's the second person. Maybe we'll go do some Battle Royale after this. Yeah, no worries, nothing.
Victory or death. Or exile, I suppose.
Bogmore. We like barely got any Bogmore games at all on Thursday's stream.
Sun zone captured. Two zones belong to your team.
Oops. Okay, let me... take out some Vile Guard here. Hopefully get some scrolls. Really get a good gauntlet or rune upgrade. That's what I really want. But nope. Not of those ones anyways. Guess we'll cap. They're trying to cap the rest of the map, so might as well try to hold this.
Moon Zone has been captured by the enemy.
Ouch.
Star Zone captured. 2 objectives in enemy hands. Another objective. Well done.
I want that gauntlet. Even if I give up my life for it, I want that gauntlet.
2 zones in enemy hands.
I have no heals. I'm not long for this world.
The enemy team has captured all zones.
Ouch.
Another skill in your arsenal.
Well, we were ahead before all that. Before they triple capped us and then wiped us out. There needs to be some, like in Banehelm, there's the
Star Zone successfully captured.
in Banehelm, there's the pillar things near the I kind of just have to recall and land back down here and can defend. If I can hold this and my teammates can hold that one other one.
Which one?
But I guess we kind of have to cap again because we're so behind now. They've more than doubled our points.
Star Zone has been captured by the enemy.
So they're coming here.
The Moon Zone is yours.
There's no cover, there's no counter to stone on these points, and it's really frustrating.
Two objectives in enemy hands. A fair purchase. The Sun Zone is yours. 2 zones in enemy hands.
Because there's not... Oh wait, how do I fight this person? If I'm on the ground at all, I get killed. There's no other counter to stone than floating. You can only float for so long. Featherfall? Is that what the expected counter is?
Have a boon in mind.
Frustrating.
Your enemy has all the objectives.
I don't know what my team is doing. a one-person drop too, so it's 2v3. Which is why it is constantly an actual 2v1 on every point with me. It's frustrating, really frustrating. Like, why are... I also don't understand why they're going so hard. They are basically triple our score. You know, if you let me cap the points, you get more crowns, right?
All the objectives in enemy hands.
Because you retake them back? I guess they're getting defensive and whatever.
Star zone captured.
We're gonna play some Battle Royale after this. It's just not fun. Not fun to be 1v2, 1v3 in the whole time. I don't know, well, I guess there's only one other person on my team.
Which boon do you desire?
Welcome back, nothing. Welcome to one of the most frustrating ranked games ever. No, I don't know. It's one of my, it was only a 3v3 to start with, and then one of my teammates dropped. So it's a 2v3, and my teammate does, my one remaining teammate does not seem very good. So just getting smashed here. It's rough.
Seems my boons were not enough.
Actually, don't know any of those players, but they're relatively high level. How are you, nothing? What have you been playing? What have you been up to? I think you said you've been playing Fortnite more the other day. So I take it you like this new season of Fortnite? I like that they took out the sniper rifles, and I really like bows in most games that have bows. That's why I like Frost so much in Spellbreak. I'm gonna swap over to Battle Royale solos, and we'll do some of these story quests. So our first one is to destroy 10 breaker tents near Fort Halcyon. Yeah, I did get the Fortnite Battle Pass this season, but I'm kind of just playing... I only really play like 2 matches every like other day, just to do like daily quests and get the XP from that to level it up. And I think I'm at like level 85, so I think I'll probably get to level 100 before it ends in a few weeks, but you just did the story quest about an hour ago? Oh good. Well, if I have any questions, you can help me. Yeah, I haven't done them, and I usually try not to look stuff up about them unless I'm having trouble on stream. Then I will consult the wiki or Reddit or something. Usually I can figure it out though. Sometimes it's a little tricky. Sometimes it's confusing whether you have to like do, when there's like multiple steps to a quest, whether you have to do it all in one match or whether you can do it over multiples. But story quests in this game are usually relatively easy. Yeah, no spoilers. I don't care too much about spoilers for this game. But I think I did actually see at least part of what the end dialogue for the week was on someone else's stream, but what I saw wasn't really a spoiler. It was just kind of more Ferric being a big bad, big bad guy. I do like this story in this game. I think they could even go further with it. And further with the quests. I think this chapter, the quests are better than last chapter. I will say that. Because they seem more story driven, where sometimes last chapter would be like survive until the second storm circle. And that was like at the end of the chapter or something, which is kind of felt like they phoned it in a little bit.
Choose your landing point carefully.
But I wonder if there's going to be any big thing that happens at the end of the chapter. Kind of like the Juggernaut thing was, even though the Juggernaut thing was so controversial at the end of chapter 1. I'm getting knocked by people. Speaking of knocked, you're asking if I liked Knockout City. I had fun with Knockout City. I haven't played a ton more of it since the stream over the weekend, but I don't know why I decided to hot drop like that. Probably shouldn't have. I'm probably just gonna end up having to die in Riku. Maybe not. But maybe. It'd be nice if I had an offhand. I don't. I think I just gotta run. I have no rune. I have no offhand. I have no. Well, I do have heals. That's what I should do. I should try to heal. Youch. Well, at least they got taken out too. But I had fun with Naka City. I think I'll keep it in kind of the regular rotation. Because we had some trouble in the beginning of the stream, I did want to edit out part of it before I put the like VOD back up on the channel. Because there's like a long part in the beginning where troubleshooting stuff with my EA account and stuff. Tensor on the opposite of Halcyon. Yeah, I think I knew that from the description, but I wasn't thinking, was talking when I was landing, and just hot dropped in the courtyard there because that's usually what I do when I land in Halcyon. But I think it was before you got here, nothing. I was wondering, and like, posing the question, like, what do we think is coming next for Spellbreak, like for chapter 3? What do you expect to see, or what would you want to see? I think we're probably gonna get another game mode, and then maybe they're gonna rotate some in and out, or have it in a playlist, kind of like Overwatch, or a lot of other games do that when they have a bunch of game modes. So there was hints from one of the developers that about, or like kind of about an arena mode, like Apex just added, which is something that Spellbreak folks have been asking for a long time. So that would be exciting. I know because they were focusing on adding ranked in Dominion this chapter, we didn't get a new gauntlet, so, and a new class, so that's possible that might come. Okay, I'm on the lookout for, I think I've seen campsites. There's campsites, where are they? I think they're over here, right? But I also feel like I need some loot. In case they get attacked again. Well, that looks like what we need to set up later in the quest. Are these the campsites? I mean, they look like campsites, but they don't look like I can destroy them. This is maybe too far outside of Halcyon, though. Story-wise or just the game in general? I guess either. Story-wise, I think we kind of got to figure out where... I'm not really sure exactly where the story is going at the end of this chapter. It's supposed to all be about the fracture, but at least up until now, like, because that's the, you know, Chapter 1 was the Spellstorm, so we spent the whole chapter researching the Spellstorm. Chapter 2 is the Fracture. I assumed we'd be researching and learning more about the Fracture. Story-wise, that hasn't really happened. I guess kind of you could, like, say that maybe there's some kind of, like, a fracture between Vowbreakers and Oathkeepers? I don't know. That seems like a little bit of a stretch, but maybe. I missed some? Oh no. I didn't see them.
Get moving, Breaker. The Spellstorm's coming.
Well, we're in the storm circle, so we got plenty of time. Oh, there. Okay. I feel like that one should have counted as I mean, if they add a new class, that really does switch things up more than you'd think, because it's going to combine with a lot of other elements and stuff, all the other classes, and interact with it. So it's gonna just make a whole lot of new builds and stuff if they do that. That's also why it's really complicated and hard for them to add new gauntlets and classes, because it's not just like adding like one weapon in another game. I would have maybe these go away if other people do them. I would have expected there to be more of these campsites. But maybe I'm just looking in the wrong spot. But here's another one of these things. Oh man, my teleport totally failed there. Oh no, there's more people. I still have rebirth. I didn't mean to have rebirth still. But here we are. I'd love to get rid of this teleport. You think they got destroyed by somebody else? Tents near where I landed. Okay. I don't remember where I landed. We'll take spring step. Although teleport probably would have been better to get out of this. Why isn't it letting me read that scroll? Getting too hurt by this storm. Well, the storm doesn't seem like it's ticking very hard. Maybe I wonder if they tuned it down. Get to this rift if I can. Oh man, I'm gonna die. No! That was way too close. Spellbreak is getting a little bit boring for you lately. It just seems too repetitive. Yeah, I could see that. I think so when they made Dominion, they said that they kind of made like a modular game mode system. So that's why I said I expect there to be more new game modes going forward. I think they add another game mode and they add a new class in Gauntlet. I think that would really switch things up some.
Move quickly. The storm is closing in.
But ouch. Oh no. 5 people left. I'm gonna try to get the high ground and make sure I'm in a good spot for the next circle, which is coming up quickly here. And see if I can find some more heals, maybe. But no luck there up here.
Get moving, Breaker. The spellstorm's coming.
Oh, I hit one of those. It didn't do much damage, but you know. I think it was just one of my conflagration fireballs that just ignite damage. Like that. Oh no, a tempest. It windspan down here. Oh, I'm a third party. No.
Get moving, Breaker. The spellstorm's coming.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna die to storm. Just trying to like break line of sight repeatedly. Oh man, I have no heals.
Keep an eye on the storm.
And I'm pinched between two people. I'm in a bad spot. Do I just die to storm? Maybe. There's no heals. I have 2 HP. Here's the heals. See, let those two fight it out. one left. Oh, it's the wind. Yeah, GG's. You want to see a more chill game mode next chapter, like Clash. So at least you can have fun instead of having to try really hard. Yeah. I wish we had more viewers here on the channel. I would love to do so. Since we have customs now, I've seen some other bigger streamers over on Twitch do like custom mini games and stuff in the Dominion custom lobby. So basically, if you don't capture any points, you can just play it like it's Clash, but just in a smaller area and with a buy system, which sounds super fun to me. That's really, I think that's totally possible, that they add something like that back in. Even if it's like, you know, if they have to like rotate through game modes or something like that, just because there's not that big of a player population. But yeah, that would be super fun. I miss Clash. If unranked Dominion, unranked Dominion can be kind of Clash-like. I think because you could have to run back and forth between points all the time. Less so a little bit, but it's pretty casual. Unranked Dominion. I don't play it too much. I did play it for like my warm-up game today, and I just didn't upgrade any of my gear, so I didn't feel like I was being mean to newer players. Yeah, Clash was fun. It's just like all action, all fighting. Dominion has a lot of action, but I think because you also have to be capping points and playing that kind of strategy part of it more, it doesn't feel as casual. So we still have a lot more of these to go. But that's okay. We're also just playing Battle Royale. I don't feel like queuing for long times for ranked Dominion and then
Choose your landing point carefully.
getting a 3v3 or something. You don't like Dominion because it relies on teammates or teamwork too much. I could see that. I think when you get full 5v5, it's not as big of a deal because usually the teams kind of even out. Try to remember where I found those other ones. Right there, right? It's like 5 people I can hear around me. I got a good fire right off the bat. That's important. These were the same ones we got last time. here's some. So I think we just need one more. We'll just make a big loop. Hopefully find one more set. Do those count? They do. Cool. So we should be done. We don't get the next quest until after we finish the match.
Moving
So.
breaker. The spellstorm's coming.
I don't really care too much about, I mean, like, I'm just playing to have fun, so I don't care too much about getting to the end of the game or winning. When I'm doing these story ones, I mostly, sometimes I even just fracture. Invis or Featherfall, neither are very good for me. I guess I'll take Flight instead. It's a crummy Flight though. I feel like I've not been, I'm spoiled by Dominion, but I have not been getting the loot that I want here. In any of these games, I've ended up with just random stuff. I do really like the buy system in Dominion. I think them adding that onto like a Clash-like game mode would be really cool. Seth the CEO did, on one of his streams, did kind of hint that that might be something that they're working on. Because, you know, it's kind of, they already had a lot of Clash done. The buy system can work with a bunch of different game modes. You think they should give BR a ranked playlist? Other game modes would be a bit more or less try-hardish. Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be hard. Oh, I don't know. I'm getting like weird lag skipping here, which I haven't seen in a while. Whoa. I haven't seen this in a long time, actually. Maybe we should just fracture. If we can even get over to a fracture. It seems better. Yeah, I think, well, the way that they designed their ranked mode, it's just based on the accolades, right? So Battle Royale already has accolades. So they just need to, they could just add that in too, and it could all use the same system. That's kind of how they designed their ranked, was to work across different game modes. Yeah, I don't think that change would happen until chapter 3. This person, speaking of tryhards.
Get moving, breaker. The spellstorm's coming.
Oh no. That storm hurts. Oh, I almost took them out while they were trying to rift. They have like 2 HP. But I think also when they announced that about their Battle Royale could possibly go into ranked, all of that stuff. That was also at the beginning of chapter 2, when at that point they were also talking about unranked and ranked. This was their original plan, was that unranked and ranked would be basically in the same games, and it'd just be the accolades if you were playing as ranked would convert to crowns and count towards the rank system. I think that was their way kind of around lower player population with a ranked bonus hard, which is what, you know, kind of some of the problems we're seeing. Especially at the higher levels of ranked, just with, it can be difficult to find games. But that's the case with every game that has a ranked mode, kind of. Like, I know I watch some like Overwatch streamers and sometimes, and they queue for like 20 minutes. They like have like mini games they play in between games of matches of Overwatch because their queue times are so long to stream.
Time to move. The spellstorm's closing.
But yeah, I guess actually you said on a flare list, so that would also kind of get around that player population issue too. That's I think actually what you're saying is totally possible with what they have in place for chapter 3. Whether that's what they're planning to do, I don't know. But they've got the pieces there to do it, if that's what they decided to do. I feel like all of my Battle Royale games are just me hiding in a bush healing. It's not even because I don't have the Empiric scrolls, because I do. So I'm not really sure why, but... Also, I'm just not... I've played so much more Dominion than Battle Royale. I've played more Battle Royale than what I was expecting to, though. Kind of just use it as...
Move quickly. The storm's closing in.
Fun, chill, casual mode. This storm is relentless here. Ooh, this is a fun end circle though. Oh man, he saw me. Or is a bot that has perfect aim? Oh, I don't need that. Ooh, so it's like actual, like full Banehelm, like the islands and everything is the end circle. No! Well, that was an anticlimactic cool panel circle. Me just getting sniped out of the sky. We'll go ahead and watch that end game. Just because I haven't seen an end game
The spellstorm's coming.
in that part of Banehelm. See how it plays out. This person is just gonna snipe. I feel like it's not their gameplay is not actually gonna be that interesting. Oh no, fractured. That's the danger of that island pit. We're back to the same sniper person.
Keep an eye on the storm. It's moving in.
This person is kind of like, oh, it's down to final 2. Well, the person that took us out is probably going to win because this other person is just kind of like playing, unless they get trapped in the storm, which is a possibility here. Oh, that Heidi person came from behind. Shocker
Time
of
to
the
prepare for the
century.
next one.
Yeah, I do know also, I think there's a few other things that could really help future of the game. That we know that there at least is like in development. A spectator mode would really help with tournaments. And hopefully the way that they design that is that it would, like the Dominion buy system and all the systems for Dominion, that it would be compatible across any kind of future game modes, and would let them not have to like do it game mode by game mode, basically. Okay, let's see what this next story quest is. Breakers have hidden stockpiles all throughout the Hollowlands. Take what they have unlawfully hoarded. Collect 3 hidden magic stockpiles in Whitgrave. Okay. So we're landing in Whitgrave. Where is Whitgrave? Let me pull up a map here. Can't think of where Whitgrave is off the top of my head. Oh, I guess we're just gonna see the map here. Hopefully it's one of the, like, the named places. I think once we're in the lobby, we can only look at the lobby island map, right? Oh, no, we can look at the whole thing. Okay. Woodgrave. Oh, here. Something, I mean, I I'm kind of burnt out on Battle Royale in general.
No time to hesitate.
But there's a lot of folks that still love Battle Royale. Battle Royale is more popular in Chapter 2 than what I personally would have thought. And a few of the larger content creators for Spellbreak kind of like polled their YouTube audiences and stuff about what they wanted to see videos about, and way more people said Battle Royale over Dominion, which kind of shocked most people, I think. I think they're both pretty popular, though. It can be hard to tell because... Oh no, someone landed here with me. Wait, no. Oh, they did. Sorry. They were probably just trying to do quest 2, but... Okay, here... Am I destroying these or collecting them? Collecting. So, we've got to find 2 more. I'm not totally sure what, since Krayzius is kind of like this in-between area. Maybe Krayzius is technically supposed to be this castle on the little village around it. But I'm not 100% on that. Yeah, I don't, you know, Spellbreak's kind of in an odd, it's kind of in this weird, like, tween age thing, where it's like, it launched as a Battle Royale, but I feel like they're trying to get away from it just being a Battle Royale. So, you know, it's kind of in that awkward tween stage. Seen any more of these magical caches. I would have thought maybe they were like in some of these houses.
Get moving,
I don't know
Breaker.
if this
The spell
castle
storm's
is considered Whitgrave or not. Usually with these things, there's been more of them than what you needed, so it's kind of easy to find them. I still think no matter what, the core gameplay and combat in this game is really great and could be put into a lot of different game modes, and the developers are in it for the long haul. don't see any more of these things we need to find, which is a bummer. Because I don't want to have to do 3 more drops here. But I will. I will also third party these people. Kind of mean of me, really, but one of them got away. They teleported. That's the same teleport person. Ouch. Hopefully I heard our teleporting friend. I'm so low. Yeah, that's a mistake. Dragon Fairy myself. Not sure where they TP to.
Moving breaker. The spellstorm's coming. They are hitting their shots repeatedly. Well, here's a cache. So even though this was a frustrating fight, we found one of those, which was exciting. Still need one more though. Man, I cannot hit this person. There, finally. My goodness. That was like the fight that would never end. GG's though to that person. That was a good. No, it was actually. Even though it was a little bit of a frustrating exchange, it was still fun. Someone's trying to sneak up on us. Oh, I want to find these things. Another TP here. Nope, they whiffed their teleport. Oh, and they fractured. Bye. Sorry. Oh no, the storm. Time to move. The spellstorm's closing. know if they change. It feels like the storm is like relentless. Like it feels like there's more circles than what there was before maybe, and that the times between them is shorter. Some interesting things that I didn't really think of before. We've seen these little camps around the map for a while now. There's more of them now than what there was before, but interesting to know that they are breaker camps. Ouch. I'm pinched between like 10 people. No shields. Ouch. Good use of conflagration there.
Keep an eye on the storm. It's moving in.
Shields again. Unfortunately, maybe there's some down here. If they add any new talents, I need them to add like something like stone skin, but that's like a talent, like vampiric basically, but for armor. Trying not to get sniped. Look in the wall here. The sniper was up on that dome roof.
Time to move. The spellstorm's closing.
No shields in there, unfortunately. Any over here before the storm comes? I don't think so. I think I'm going into the final circle with 25 shields, and that's it. Unfortunately.
Keep an eye on the storm. It's moving in.
Oh man, I missed the firewall, I missed the fireball. Hit that at least. Shield, shield, shields. Oh, and this person right on top of me. Oh, that was supposed to. No! Oh no. No! That's frustrating. I think that's a bug actually. I don't think that in Vital Stone that the storm should hurt you unless there's some weird lore thing that I don't know or understand. Pretty sure that's a bug. I should probably report that on the bug thing on the Discord. Well, this person is just a hider, which is never very fun to watch. And usually not a good strategy to win either.
Frosty.
match is a lesson
Frosty one. I didn't see what their name was. So we'll just call them Frosty. Okay, so we didn't quite finish that one, so we're just gonna land right back there. I think I'm probably just gonna fracture this one rather than play out the match. So we can do the last one. I don't think it's gonna be a super long stream. I might, after we finish the story quests, I might do try some more Ranked Dominion to see how it goes. It's a little later now, so hopefully we'll get better games, better matches. It was pretty early. More folks tend to play in the evening. And during the daytime. But I haven't totally decided what my plan is here with Spellbreak. For now, I think we're just gonna plan to keep things the same. There are a lot of new players to the game, so you know, I do like helping new players, and towards the end of the chapter, maybe in another week or two, once we get to that last stretch. Might end up doing what we did at the end of chapter 1 and just going to 1 day a week of Spellbreak. Playing some more Splatoon on the channel. Check out some more Knockout City like we did over the weekend. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get the same one that I know is here. Now that I said that, where is it? Oh, it's here. Okay. And then I'm actually just gonna fracture, and we'll do the third story quest. Finish out the story quests, and then try some more Ranked Dominion. And if we're not feeling it, then, you know, just maybe end early today. Earlier. But it calls me the fracture. We still don't know what these red crystals are. So we still gotta find out that from the story eventually. Oh, somebody... What? Is it because one person hit me with a wind spam? While I was trying to fracture? final quest. Now is the time. Activate a surveillance pod and bring justice to all that dare oppose us. Prove you are worthy of the title emissary. So, someone invited to the party, but I'm not going to accept because we are doing our story quest. But maybe I will actually accept after this when we go back into Dominion, maybe. That's not someone that I actually know. I was just on a team with them and they added me as a friend. Okay, so I assume they don't tell us where the things are, but we have been seeing. I hit the wrong button. I hit the old button, not the new button. My brain, even almost 2 months later, hasn't rewired itself to the new control scheme here on console on this lobby screen. Oh, that was a very fast queue. Welcome if you're new here. We're creating a happy little gaming community that's fun, inclusive, supportive, non-toxic, pretty wholesome. Play this game, Spellbreak, also do at least one variety stream every week. Usually it's either a Nintendo Switch game or a cross-platform game or like indie game or something. So hit subscribe, hit the bell for notifications of when we go live. Usually though, while we're just waiting, I can pull this up since we didn't do it earlier. Usually that's 2 p.m. Pacific,
Where shall we land today,
5 p.m. Eastern, 2100 UTC on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We usually play Spellbreak, which is what we're playing now. And let's see, we want to go back to the 4th though here because that's where we saw what I think are the pods we have to do. But maybe they're scattered all over the map, who knows? I'd also really appreciate it if you could hit that thumbs up button. It helps let YouTube know and other people know that you like the video. It helps spread our rainbow and sunshine vibes. It really helps me out. Just takes a second. So hit that thumbs up. And thank you. And thanks for being here. Shout out to the people. I know that I have some viewers that aren't able to make the live streams, but they do watch the VOD. So hello, thanks for watching. I see you. I appreciate you. And if you are here, but you're just lurking, that's okay too. I see you and I appreciate you. I also am, like, more often than not, actually, like, when I'm watching people's streams, I'm just listening and doing other things, doing stuff around the house or working on other projects and stuff. And I'm shy. I'm super shy and introverted. That's actually part of the reason that I started streaming, was to kind of challenge myself and push myself to kind of out of my comfort zone. But I am still really shy. So I don't know. Sometimes that's like not sure what to say, or a lot of times I think I should write something and then end up just not sending the chat message because it's like, I shouldn't do that though, because when the roles are reversed and I'm the streamer, I know that it is nice to hear from people. So I should try to pay that energy forward more. But you know, we all got our own struggles and issues. So those are some of mine. Feel free to share yours so we can have a not a therapy session, but a meeting of the minds. Streamers are not therapists, but can be a listening ear. And if needed, help redirect you towards some better resources for help.
Get moving,
Than me.
Breaker. The spellstorm's coming.
I totally spaced on what I was actually supposed to be doing here because I got chit-chatting. We are looking for... Are we gonna make it now? Is the storm gonna wipe us out? There were some like pods that we saw. Is that one? Yes. Is that it? I think something else was supposed to happen. It says end disrupt enemy. So do we need to take out another breaker now? Is that the deal? Well, of course, then I run into this person who thinks they're in the Olympics of Spellbreak. Was not prepared for this fight. Oh, and I have lightning offhand. Well, guess we go again. Just trying to do a story quest. It should not take 12 requeues to do 3 story quests. It usually doesn't. Usually I can get the quest done in like 2 or 3 matches. Depending what they are. But these ones have been a struggle. Guess we're just going for it again. Kind of boring drops with these quests this week. Just all Fort Halcyon and like the surrounding like areas for everything. Although this one, I think it didn't say, right? It didn't say a message, but I just saw those parts there, so I know they are where they are, the little surveillance pods. Plus, since Halcyon is kind of a hot drop, and now that I know I need to like do that and then disrupt someone or exile someone. I was hoping that was a belt. It was not. Let me get this thing first. I don't know though, I gotta wait 6 seconds. Did it. Story quest done. I don't even care if this person takes me out. So, from what I remember from the introductory quest, we're trying to capture some of the arcane energy from that breaker. It wasn't explained very well in the story quest text, but in the voice acting part that was off stream earlier. That's what they said. So we know from the end of chapter 1 that... Oh, nice little frost shot there. And what I'm pretty sure was a bot. Or a brand new player who has no idea what they're doing because they had just an offhand gauntlet and no gear. Oops, I don't really need that. But I do need those things. I do like this glow. This purple looks like I have like a purple, not really a filter, it's like a photo edit that or like some colored layers I overlay onto stuff for most of my thumbnails. Kind of looks like it. This game, I feel like they could add a lot more of that type of magical atmosphere, and it would really help bring some more variety and visual interest to some different areas in the map. You know, we have the fog in Bogmore. Oh, forgot I had frost off and I'm bad with frost offhand, and my frost is just real rusty anyway, so this person might get away from me. But we will pursue. Hoping they'd have some heals, but it doesn't look like they do. go ahead and use this one now. No, it's just 7 shield. But that way, if we can find some health, grab that instead. We're on the edge of the storm here. With how, is it foresight that lets you see where the future circles are going? With how aggressive the storm is and how short the cycles are now, I feel like that might actually be useful in Battle Royale. It's one of the talents. But is it as useful as everything else? That's debatable. Maybe in squads, though. Oh man, keep forgetting I have frost. Did they change the invis effect? Is that what that is? Why are they glowing like that though?
Move quickly. The storm is closing in.
Oh, the wingspan. Let's try to get away and heal. My doggy's coughing, poor little guy. Might actually be time, almost time, for him to get some more of his little cough medicine that they gave him yesterday. Usually he hasn't been coughing too much unless he gets excited. Oops. I have like no heals here. Which if that Tempest person is still around, this is not going to bode well for me. Really need to find a different offhand too, because Frost is just not doing it for me here. My Frost aim is too off. I very rarely use Frost as an offhand, and because I'm on controller on console, it actually like is different muscle memory for me.
Get moving, Breaker. The spellstorm's coming.
Whoa, you know what I didn't realize? Look what I have here. After I took out that person, I have the Juggernaut buff effect. I don't have the actual Juggernaut buff, but I do have the effect. Weird. Oh, no. Just wasted a potion. This one's very aggressive. Olympics of Spellbreak here. I was hoping I could lose them, but they saw me. Where's everybody else? Why am I facing this person? There's 8 people in this lobby, and the circle is really small here. What's going on?
Get moving, Breaker. The spellstorm's coming.
Hey, Galaxy and Shadow, what's up? How are you? Sorry, that was really sweaty there. I didn't see that you joined us. You also don't need to like repeat messages. You don't need to spam stuff. I read chat, just sometimes it takes me a minute, especially if I'm in the middle of playing. I want to be polite. Spamming stuff in chat's it's not what we want here. We want I'll read what you write, I promise. Just might take me a bit. Even if I don't read it out loud all the time, sometimes I will have read it.
You fight with a ferocity, emissary. My elite guard shall study your tactics for their own battles to come. And make no mistake, those battles shall come soon. We shall purge these lands of the Breaker corruption, and the kingdoms will finally know peace once more.
So he's mentioned this elite guard in the dialogue before this too. I think that those are the that final unlock skin that were standing there next to him. What are they called again? Valguard Inquisitor. So Valguard are just the ones we see in Dominion and stuff, the bots. But these ones are the elite ones, so interesting part of the story. I think I am gonna go back into Dominion, try another rank game or 2, and then probably wrap up the stream after that. We'll see how long this queue takes here. Hopefully not too long. That wasn't bad at all for queue time. So we've got a 4v4 here.
goblins guide you. Your enemies have captured the Lone Zone. Star Zone is successfully captured.
Oops, we don't have Firefly yet. Forgot.
Two objectives in enemy hands.
I almost just Fireflied again.
Some zones successfully captured.
Control. We must learn control.
Three objectives all lost. Does it stay?
Hime here is like very loot hungry.
Moon zone captured.
I should actually have had Firefly there, but it didn't work.
Only one objective.
Oops, sorry. Try and take out these. I actually have pretty good loot here because I got
How grand.
oops, no. Oh, they knew I was there. I was trying to recall there.
Always happy to aid in surprises. They're winning. Where's that record defiance? Two zones in enemy hands.
I'm not sure what was going on there. They were like looking at the ground only.
Two zones belong to your team.
I've only seen, I think, that one person from this other team. I guess it's not one other person, but it's mainly been that one person over and over and over again. Oh no, doggy copping again.
Your enemies have captured the Star Zone. Another objective. Well done.
Oh, triple cap for at least a
The
sec.
entire map is yours.
It's good for some crowns anyways. Oh my gosh, this doggy's caught. It's breaking my little heart.
Two objectives in enemy hands.
Why didn't I get that?
Get to it.
Not sure. Maybe my teammate was also hiding them. Or could there was like a exile feed bug that could be part of that too.
Magnificent. The star zone is yours. Your enemies have captured the node zone. Two zones in enemy hands.
I need to recall, but I wanted to get those scrolls. Got a lead. I think we're fine. I think we got this. As long as we can maintain.
Have a boom in mind. Two zones belong to us.
I don't have enough to recall actually, so I can't.
By the enemy team.
But I don't. Now I can.
Another objective.
I think I recall because I don't really have enough. I don't have a ton of heals. I probably should have tried to help more there first though. I didn't realize everybody was right here.
You were wise to continue.
I keep getting gauntlet upgrades and speed update upgrades, and that's not what I want. I want shields. I only have 40 shields. And then the ones from my talents.
Seems you're about to pull this off.
Like, am I gonna get this off, or are they gonna break it? Oh, I got it.
Only one objective.
Yeah, ouch, right into that dragonfire.
Celebrate your triumphs while they last.
A pretty decent game. This person was very aggressive on their team. They didn't actually get a lot of exiles, though. I'm kind of shocked, really, though, that this is as close as it was, given our exile scores versus theirs. They were really good about point capture, which is so important. But yeah, I mean, they just kind of got farmed by 6 exiles in ranked Dominion is like the high end of what I usually do. A lot of times I'm like way down at like 2, 0 sometimes, like earlier. I actually had high damage in that early game though. In that game earlier where he got 0 exiles, like 1200 damage. I just
And I only had, I don't think I only got exiled 4 times, which is, I try to keep it at 4 or under. Don't want to feed. I think we're going to do 1 or 2 more ranked dominions and then call it a stream. And I think I said that last time, but see how long the queues take. If they're pretty quick queues, it's not too bad. Something that is pretty cool. We were talking earlier about like different things they could do going forward with this game. One, there was never a giant marketing push this chapter, period. There was like maybe 5 to 10 sponsored YouTube videos, 1 typical gamer sponsored stream, which is just like almost nothing compared to what they did for chapter 1 even. And I think that's because they want to resolve, we had all the matchmaking issues and issues with the console stuff, and all that got hotfixed relatively quickly. But never really had that big marketing push for the chapter, which is kind of odd. Maybe they just like saw where they were at and the issues that had to be fixed. And again, they've said before they're like in it for a long haul. So maybe they just like made a like internal decision to just like hold off on a big marketing push until things like all their ducks were in a row. Things were in a better place in terms of all that stuff. Now it would feel kind of weird for them to do a giant marketing push this late into a season or chapter. There has been just like a steady stream though of new players, and I'm not totally sure where they're all coming from. But that kind of organic growth is actually good. Let me try to pull up the... No, we don't have analytic data for anything other than the Steam store. Which the numbers on there aren't really very big, but I feel like a lot of the newer players that I've seen in my chat and in other streamers' chat are console players. A couple PC. I think we had one person who was a new PC player during this chapter, but I'm looking. I accidentally closed my browser window that I had set up to show you all, but I can just use theater of the mind and try to explain to you. So before chapter 1 launched on Steam charts, the average players for March was 713. In April, average players went up to 840. This is like concurrent players on Steam. So only on PC and only on Steam. So I think more people have the game installed on Epic Game Store than on Steam, but we don't have stats for that. So these are the only stats we have. So it went up to 838.8, which was 125 gain. And the peak players was up at 1565. So that's like an average number. That was like a 17.6% increase from the month before when Chapter 2 launched. And then now, though, the last 30 days, it is down to 641 average, which is a 23% drop and lower than what it was at the end of Chapter 1. Which is unfortunate. But again, I think a lot of the newer players are on the more casual end of things. They are a lot more on console than on PC. I should probably really get it together and put out those console controller sensitivity setting videos and a couple other videos that I had that were focused a little bit more on console players. Because there's not a lot. There are a handful, maybe 10 at most that I can think of on Twitch, console folks, mostly PlayStation. I think I'm the only... YouTube makes it so hard to see other streamers. So... you know, the algorithm just does whatever it's gonna do. You can like go to the Spellbreak game page and stuff to see other streamers, but I feel like even there it's a little inconsistent on what it shows you. Man, this is a really long Dominion rank queue. This is going to be our last game for sure, because I don't even know if we're going to find one. I should have. I didn't think about it until after, like a minute or two after I hit queue, but we got that invite from a friend to join their party. I don't know if they're still playing. But if for some reason this times out, I think they got rid of the timeout though. I think it just goes. Maybe it stops at 10 minutes. I think at 10 minutes, I'm gonna just stop. And maybe just, well, I'll try to re-queue and wait a bit longer. But if after like 5 minutes after that we don't run a game, then I'm probably just gonna have to end up calling it a stream, which is a bummer. But I still have so much hope and see so much potential long-term in this game though. But I totally understand that there's some content creators for it and stuff that just can't. They've been waiting around, a lot of them, since alpha and beta. Some of them almost 3 years in September, I think. A lot of them had played for about 2 years before launch, and the game fully launched in September, which is now... what? We're almost to June, so it's almost 9 months ago. Ouch. So it does time out. Well, we re-queue. And for some reason we don't get a match after that. probably just end things, but like I said, that's a long time to be, one, it's a long time to play a game, especially if you're a content creator. And some folks stream like somewhere between like 5 to like 8 hours a day every day, or they did. A lot of them aren't streaming Spellbreak that much now. They've trying to diversify a little bit and add in some other games, but it's a long time to play one game all day every day. Especially a game like this. So like I'm gonna use that as an example because it's what I've been playing outside of Spellbreak and the other games we play on the channel, but I've been playing like Warframe. I haven't played too much of this season of Destiny. I don't really like the seasonal event that much for it, but I was playing a lot of that the last season. And there's just so much more content and things to create content about for those games than there is for Spellbreak, because Spellbreak, while it has like a ton of build diversity, it just doesn't have as much content as all of those other games. So even Warframe, that is what I've been playing the most outside of stream recently. And it's very like grindy, like repeat the same. There's a lot of different game modes in it, but like maybe like 10 to 12, and I'm still relatively new to the game, so I'm still unlocking things and stuff, but you can like, you will have to like grind one of those game modes to like get a part or something to build something in the game, because it has like a crafting mechanic. And it's free to play, but there definitely is like a huge RNG component to that free to play. So one of the ways that you get all the more advanced like either weapons or the warframes, which are kind of like different heroes, would be the best way I could explain it. Like they're like kind of like unlocking different Overwatch heroes or something, is by getting these things that are basically like RNG, like gotcha balls. But you get them for free by playing the game, and then you have to play a different mode in the game to like open them, but then it's RNG as to what you're gonna get. So while I don't like that aspect of it, something that is interesting and what I started talking about with this is there is stuff in all of those other games, and even in games like Fortnite, weapons and stuff in Fortnite go into a vault, right? So stuff gets vaulted. Right now, sniper rifles, for instance, in most game modes are vaulted in Fortnite. For this season of Fortnite, like arrows have replaced snipers as like the long range weapon. And that kind of vaulting and unvaulting does add variety over time to gameplay. I don't know. I don't really see them vaulting any of the gauntlets. Maybe really long term, if they had like, if they in like 5 years end up adding a bunch of different gauntlets, maybe then they would vault a gauntlet. But other than that, I don't see them vaulting a gauntlet. They have talked about potentially adding like alternate abilities to a class. So like maybe fire would have a flamethrower instead of the fireballs or something. So I guess they could maybe vault the fireball ability of that and have it only be, because then the interactions all work the same. Like we were talking about earlier, it's a lot of work for them to add different types of interactions, elemental interactions.
come back for a third round of that? It's the same person I took out before. I don't want to. I want to farm some bots, read some scrolls, and recall. No. Revenge. In this case, a dish served very, very warm. But best served cold. But I guess he did ice snipe me, so cold, served cold in that way. Oh, his teammate is behind me though, somewhere. Maybe not. It's just the bow guard. I feel like I'm getting sniped, not just bow guard.
Zone is yours. 2 objectives in enemy hands. Sun zone has been captured by you. The sun zone is yours.
Ouch.
Your enemies have all zones.
Working on it. So much stone. Oh my gosh. Is their whole team running stone?
Star zone successfully captured.
Stone really does need to be nerfed. Did not get touched in this last patch. Needs to be nerfed, and or just need to build some counters to it into these maps like we were talking about earlier. There's no counter to stone in this map at the points, which is where the fighting happens in this map. There's no way to break line of sight, which is also a huge buff to like ice and to... I don't even know why he hit that. I was way down below what I thought would have been line of sight there, but whatever.
The enemy team has captured all zones.
This is rough. Your team have less people? What is going on?
Only 1 objective left. Get to it.
Also, is this person using an aimbot? Because they are hitting every fresh shot. They were still down here. I'm gonna recall towards. Maybe we go for a help cap this point if we can. Nice.
Every objective. Sun zone has been captured by
Okay,
you.
my teammates are there. They're they're going there. So I guess I try to go make it here and help recap.
Your enemies have captured the moon zone.
There are all 4 of their teammates at that one spot.
So you wish for greater power. You were wise to come to me.
Oh dear. We have evened it up though. They were way ahead.
2 zones belong to your team.
My teammate was able to
2 zones in enemy hands.
pull them off there. Gotta go stand on this one little piece of sick ground. See what's bad that's happening here is they're keeping us on this point. Meanwhile, they've double capped. Shoot. Landed here to try to cap. One of them landed there. Looks like they went away. I have no shields.
Sun zone
So maybe we'll get this off.
Your enemies have captured the star zone. Moon zone captured. Two objectives in enemy hands.
Actually, I need that.
The enemy's winning.
And I need this
Go
too.
do something.
I think we've lost this.
Another objective. Well done. Sun zone captured.
I mean to run into a fire tornado.
Star zone captured by the enemy team.
Hide in this sea and drink a potion. Not a bush, but it's close. Ouch. Contest, contest, contest.
Take what's yours.
They're very low. One more fireball. Good. Speaking of dead, I'm
Your
almost dead.
enemies have captured the sun zone.
We put up a good fight. You came from way behind. And pretty decently cut up, but not quite enough.
Choice. 2 zones in enemy hands.
But they got this pretty much. We would have to triple cap, yeah. But good game. Good game.
You lost. Such a pity.
A lot of stone. Stone, wind, you know, all the fun things in this game. I'm surprised these other people are and well, Frost, it's fine. It is what it is. This person was really good with their frost shots. These couple people on my team kind of were feeding. They're lower level. Why are they? How are they up here? How are they in a? At what?
How is a level 11 player in a platinum lobby? Are they playing with the other person that was on my team? I don't remember what the other person's rank was, but they were also pretty low, right? Level 20. I wonder if they were playing with the person I was on, the other person I was on the team with. And they got dragged up. Should we try one more? I kind of wanted to wait and see what the shop was going to be. The shop has been pretty interesting with a lot of new stuff lately. But it also kind of like, they kind of have a cycle to the shop where they'll like have like 4 or 5-ish days of a bunch of new stuff, and then they'll repeat that cycle of all those things. And then they'll switch it up. Just because I mean, it makes sense too, right? Not everybody plays every day. I'm not even playing every day right now. I mostly see the shop from Twitter. I'm also trying not to waste money on cosmetics. I've put quite a bit of money into cosmetics for this game, and I don't really, I mean, I switch up my outfits every once in a while, but I probably have like 50 outfits maybe. A lot of those are like chapter and content unlocks, but I have paid for quite a few too. Another Rogmar map. I didn't see how many people there are. Oh, Enlighten. Oh, nice. The last time I played with Enlighten, it was a good game. Oh, this looks like a full 5v5.
Star zone captured. Sun zone captured by the enemy.
Enlighten is good vibes. They are a streamer over on Twitch. Oh gosh, this same person from the last game. This Stony Icy
Your enemies have the advantage.
person.
Two objectives in enemy hands.
I think this is the person from the last game too, although I don't know. I don't know how popular that new Vixen outfit is. I have to recall him. Or I'm going down.
The sun zone is yours.
Maybe not. Right here?
Come grid.
Okay, now I gotta recall though. Think I'm okay.
Always happy to aid in. Sun zone has been captured by the enemy. Star zone successfully captured.
Oh, they didn't spam. Oh, they didn't spam.
Sun zone successfully captured.
My whole team is here. They're gonna lose all my other We've got a lovely teammate over here.
The moon zone is yours.
Looking out for us, Captain.
Your enemies have captured the sun zone.
What just hit me? That wasn't the Valgard, was it? I think it was. I need upgrades here. I got bad loot.
Moon zone has been captured.
That's all you gotta do to avoid wingspan. Just put a wall between you and them. Gosh. Oh, it's that person. I think we ran into them last week. Not a sweat is a sweat. Oh man, they creeped ahead of us. I thought we were up. What happened?
Two objectives in enemy hands. Your enemy has all the objectives.
Are they all running this switch outfit? Oh my goodness.
The star zone is yours.
I gotta get one more thought or something. No, 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 no. Oh, that is cheap.
So you wish for greater power.
I missed that bot shot. I would have been fine.
All zones
I think they're winning. We've outcapped them quite a bit here, but I think they're winning more of the fights.
sun zone captured by the enemy team. Two zones in enemy hands. Another objective. Well done. Two objectives in enemy hands.
Swings down. Oh, come on. Ignite should have taken them out. Leave me alone, Valgard.
The sun zone is yours. Which boon do you desire?
I'm not exactly sure why we're struggling so much here.
Star zone has been captured by the enemy.
I have 100 armor and 100 health. How did that? Or I guess that's 70 armor, but still, that was like less than a second.
Always happy to aid in survival.
Now I should have 100 armor. We have almost tied this up though. It's a slog, but we are.
Two zones in enemy hands.
I don't want to be here. I don't want a 3v1. That's not how we win. I like to
pick up my teammate. I'm so sorry. Oh, it was enlightened too.
2 zones if you want to do it. Two objectives in enemy hands.
You thought starts lightning. Ouch.
They're going to win this right now.
Yeah, they pulled back ahead. Wingspan, so annoying. My goodness.
Have a good one.
My goodness, gosh, golly, gee. Really frustrating now. It's like every annoying thing in this game is what every build that the enemy team has running is.
Moon zone successfully captured.
My gosh. With the wingspan, with the invis wingspan.
Might just win.
Arrgh.
So you wish you were now.
They're gonna win.
Who wants
I
to
mean, 1 sec away. There actually was good fights here that were fun, but just like
Sun zone has been
what
captured.
they're running is just so frustrating. It's just like cheap, cheesy
There's no
builds.
despair quite like defeat.
And they were kind of farming the rest of my team too. Oh my gosh, 10, 7, 8, 8, 8. Yeah, when I have the least number of times exile, you know it's pretty bad. And it's like, it's stone. This person was stoned the last game. I don't know what they're running this time. And then the wind spam. Yuck. Yuck. Anyways. It was pretty close too. It's a bummer that I still went negative there with all that. I got 5 exiles. That's usually enough to push me above positive. I'm not really sure. Was it just capping? I felt like we were doing a pretty good job of capping. Maybe not though. Maybe I didn't get any. I don't think I got any of the defensive or offensive in that one, maybe. Usually, if you do like a decent job, you get above 5 exiles. You end up, oh, I guess one of Enlighten's exiles was me too, because I accidentally took him out. We'll wait a sec here for the shop to update. Check that out, and then we'll call it a stream. I know I said that like a few times ago. I actually was having fun in those games though, even though there was some frustrating stuff going on. Oh, what's going on with this? Why is it all blurry? Ooh, this is cool though. There hasn't been anything like this in the game yet. There has been something kind of like this, but
not exactly. Ooh, those are really cool. I forget what a fae is. It's something from fantasy. It's like a dark elf. Kind of, maybe. I'm Googling. Dark fairies. That's what it sounds like. So the word fairy originated in medieval times. Its root word, fae, was sometimes taken to mean spirit touch. The exact origin of the word is probably older, dates back to early medieval or even Roman times. It's like European mythology, like fantasy mythology. But they're like, it seems like they're like dark, like kind of. I mean, he looks a little dark with the glowing eyes and stuff. Or they. It says king, so I guess it's gendered. Or not. It's cool though. Really different from a lot of the male skins that have been in the game. And a little bit like playful with gender in a way that not too much stuff in the game has been. So I like to see diverse representation in the game. I wish there was some more diverse character body types in the game. There's some, mainly just through like armor and stuff though, but now that's fixed. It was kind of weirdly pixelated at first. Other than that, I mean, that's cool. I mean, we've gotten basically brand new skins, I think, every day for most of the last week. Most of the last 2 weeks, almost, maybe since the patch. A couple were repeats, like I talked about. They do that, they go through things and then they repeat them, but it's been a lot of new stuff. Now I know we were talking about vaulting earlier, so they don't have anything particularly vaulted in terms of skins other than the seasonal ones. Things that say, I forget what the exact wording is, but even with the seasonal things, there's something that like some of the seasonal stuff might come back at non-seasonal times. Like with the Halloween one, the Fashion Witch? She was not exclusive only to Halloween, but some of them were. But those will probably come back, I imagine, the following year on that during that holiday. But other than that, I don't think anything has been vaulted. There are certain skins and other cosmetics that have been more rare to show back up in the shop, but most other things have now cycled back at least once or twice. They've been doing a better job, I think, too, of there's more in the shop than what there was before, and part of that's just because, you know, they've been releasing cosmetics pretty steadily for, like, you know, the 9 months that we talked about earlier to the game. This one is funny. Yeah. So they've been doing a good job of cycling more things, but I think there is just in general more things in the shop, and less of just like because they put all those like more common, uncommon outfits into bundles. Now those haven't typically been showing up on their own. They'll just put the bundle, and you can, like with all the bundles, you can buy the individual items. So you see on the right hand side, you hit on PlayStation, the X button to buy the whole bundle, but you can use your D-pad buttons or the joystick, left joystick, to cycle between the different items. You could buy just that one item. Now, you don't get the discounted price on the one item. You pay full price, but at least they have been consistent about that, though. It's a little bit boring from the back, which is unfortunate because when you buy an outfit, you mostly look at it from the back, right? I wish they just would have added maybe some purple or some other detail or something down in the bottom back. Like the middle portion is pretty plain, which is fine. I'm probably not going to buy it, you know, like I said, trying to save money on cosmetics. But very tempted because it's kind of cool. But we're going to leave things there for today. Interested to see where the story is going next week. We'll find out. So the story request will reset at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. I believe that's midnight UTC, but my math could be off on the UTC one. Where the story is going when those story requests reset for the week. But we will be back then playing more Spellbreak. We pulled the schedule. Our stream starts earlier though, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2100 UTC. If folks want to join us earlier on like that, then I am, even though we won't have any story quests or anything, but I am open to doing Battle Royale and Battle Royale with viewers, so definitely show up for the actual stream if you can, if you want to play together. Yeah. We also do on the weekends. Lately, we've been doing just one bonus variety weekend stream per week, just because I've got kind of a lot going on in the rest of my life, and this is like a bonus fun thing for me in general. Not sure when that's going to be this week. I think Saturday. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is Saturday, but not sure on a time yet. It might have to be a little bit later. We've been doing 11 a.m. on the weekends, but it might have to be a little bit later this week. But I will definitely schedule that on the channel page is what I've been doing to let you all know when the weekend streams are happening. But if you're new here, I hope you had fun. If you did, definitely hit that thumbs up button, hit subscribe, hit the bell for notifications for when we go live together. We're creating a happy little gaming community that's fun, inclusive, supportive, not toxic. I hope you'll join us. Until next time, though, we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.